What's up, guys? This is part 2. We're going to be trying to create Aqua lens. We're just using some scrap plastic we found here in the lab. It's a little bit thicker than the plastic I usually use, so we'll be testing out the heat iron technique on this thicker plastic, and yeah. So I'm just going through the usual process of cutting out the sheets and tracing out the inner and outer circumference of the bike rim. That's just as a guide for me to help with later fabrication. And then I'm creating the valves using the MIT SOTUS D-Lab technique. Also note I'm using the side iron technique, which I detailed in the previous video. And one thing to note is to make sure to have the iron on the highest heat setting. Alright, valve came out pretty good. I only did front seal. We're going to see if it works. Hopefully you don't have to do 2 seals on either side. We'll see. So again, here I'm just following more or less the MIT D-Lab SOTUS technique, putting a wet piece of paper inside to prevent the plastic from fusing, and then basically fusing it to one side of the sheet. And this, again, will allow me to have a pipe coming into the system without any leaks. And yeah, I found that works pretty well. Then I'm just basically heat sealing the 2 bags together to form the bladder. I'm using the heating iron technique and basically just going around the edges. Yeah, I found it works pretty fast and it gives a pretty good seal. Also worth noting, it doesn't necessarily have to be a circle heat seal around the edges. It can be another polygon or a square even, but it just needs to be bigger than the inner circumference. Next, I'm doing basically a leak test using air, so I'm just blowing up the bag with my breath and using a straw. And then I'm gonna basically push on the bag to determine where, if any, there are any leaks. In this case, I did find one, so I just tried to patch it up with some tape so it doesn't be a problem in the water test. So yeah, now just putting the bladder into position in the frame, and yeah, just a quick note, like important. Make sure the seal is on the outside of the circumference. So after that, it's pretty standard, just, attaching the frames together, putting the nuts and the bolts through, securing everything tightly, cutting the plastic around the edges, yeah, and getting the fluid system set up. Yeah, here just showing the setup I'm using for filling. I used a hairband to attach the funnel to the top. It's a little bit rackety, but it works. Yeah, just beginning the filling process. Overall, it went pretty well. There was a few leaks here and there, dripping, but I was able to fill it about 90%.